Hey, American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Northern Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Northern Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Oh, there we go. What's up, everybody? Lead meteorologist John Choquet here for the first time in a while with our forecast. Nothing too crazy today, but as always, thanks to our sponsors, C3 Group, Marginal Law Group, and the American Contractor Show. All in the description below. Is our link tree link still on there, or is it just a thing? Probably not. I don't know. Well, either way, it'll be in the Facebook description below, like always. So going to those weather headlines for today, we have a chance for some hail in Pennsylvania and Ohio. I had a hard time thinking of a title for this video. Said, oh, hail, oh, Ohio, yeah. Overnight hail risks across that Rust Belt region today, and then we have a chance for some hail in Texas for your Tuesday, as well as in the parts of western Oklahoma, and even a risk in the mid-Atlantic states. And we are going to be checking on the tropics here. Major Hurricane Sam was looking pretty intense yesterday as well as today, but looking like we're probably going to be staying out to the sea. So, upcoming events. Thanks to everybody coming to the tailgate on Saturday for the unexpectedly nail-biting game. Voice a little raspy from being at the game here. Go see OU versus TCU. This is going to be on October 16th. And the place that we've been at the whole time, free food, free beer. Everybody who's been there, and if you're watching the video, put in the comments below, you have a great time. You can watch the whole game there if you want. If you're not going to the game, you're welcome to come chat, eat some food, drink some beer, and hopefully watch the Sooners not lose. So, and with that, starting at the next home game. So we already gave away the OU Texas tickets. We are going to have OU Iowa State tickets as well. These will be given away on October 30th at the Texas Tech game, and that's going to be for the November 20th game, OU versus Iowa State. It will not be 90 degrees like the last few games. So come check it out, put your name in and hopefully you can get some free tickets. So we also have RoofCon. Oh, God. Tell I haven't done this video in a while, guys. We got RoofCon coming up this week, starting, the 30th to the 2nd. So that's going to be there in Orlando, Florida, in the Orange County Convention Center, booth 319, I believe. I hope it's 319. It's close to those numbers if it's not. So come check it out, come say hey. And if you haven't signed up already, the 10% off your RoofCon ticket's still valid. Hell yeah, so go check that out and hope to see you there. So what's going on right now across the country here at the tail end of your September? Not a whole heck of a lot. We have some rain here in the northeast, but for the most part it is pretty quiet across a good chunk of the country, and it's fairly warm. It's seasonably warm for a lot of the central part of the nation. High temperatures right now in the low 80s to the 70s across a lot of the country here. Pretty pleasant September day, But with that, we do have a chance for some thunderstorms tonight. So not during the day today, but after about midnight, there's a chance for some storms here across sections of Ohio and Pennsylvania. We got to jump all the way ahead. I have no pauses in here, all the way until we get to around the midnight hour, and you can see a couple showers showing up there across sections of eastern Ohio and western and central sections of Pennsylvania, with that potential for some hail, maybe $quarter to $half size, nothing too crazy, from Columbus all the way to Pittsburgh. Low chances of hail. This is going to be the overnight hours tonight. I think only a storm or two forms within this yellow region here, so I wouldn't put all my eggs in the baskets of any hail happening. I guess probably about as good of a chance as the Steelers have of having a winning record this year. So we have a future radar for tomorrow. A couple areas that we're going to be looking at for hail, a little bit more hail potential for tomorrow than today. So this is going ahead to tomorrow afternoon at about 4 o'clock. You see some storms forming near the Philadelphia area, off the coast of Long Island and New Jersey. And we even push forward a little bit, and you see a bunch of storms moving through around that dinner time hour in the Baltimore, DC metro areas. So you could see some hail with that, some gusty winds as well, and that should be winding down pretty quickly after the sun goes down tomorrow evening. We also are going to be looking ahead to looking over to the west at parts of Texas and Oklahoma, where we could see some storms forming in the afternoon hours with a pretty strong cold front that's going to be pushing to the east across Oklahoma and Texas. See a couple storms forming around 4:30, and then once we get to the dinner time hour, more storms, more numerous storms. There's a pretty likely chance we'll see some hailstorms tomorrow, but nothing too super significant because it will turn into a line of storms about an hour, 2 hours after they form, and that'll minimize that hail risk. So by the time things get near the Dallas metro, they're either going to die off or have no hail risk at all. So it's going to primarily be western sections of central Texas, and this is what the hail forecast looks like for the two areas we just covered. We're going to start off here in Texas, Abilene to Wichita Falls, a low chance, $quarter to $half size hail. In that initial couple hours when storms form, which is what I have highlighted here, we could have and $quarter to $half size hail, and then once it turns into a line, more of a wind risk, probably minimal hail wind risk with that. And then off to the east here, I just have Washington, D.C., low chance as well. Same basic idea, just different part of the country. $quarter to $half size hail is possible with any storms that can stay isolated long enough to make some hail. And based off of how this late summer and early fall have gone, chances are we're probably going to see some hail in New Jersey, because apparently New Jersey is the severe weather capital of the Northeast this year. It's been a wild ride. So checking in on the tropics, Hurricane Sam has been churning away here in the Atlantic. A very intense hurricane. Yesterday we're down to 125 mile per hour winds. That's a major hurricane category 3 status here, crawling along at 8 miles an hour, and it really looks like Sam is going to be a fish storm through and through. No land in sight at risk. Now stay away from the Leeward Islands, maintaining that category 3 status. Make the curve towards the end of the week, and then by the time we get to Saturday, it'll be this is Bermuda. We're well east of Bermuda, and it's a small hurricane as well, so chances are Bermuda is going to see very minimal impacts from this, and it's going to rocket off to the north and pose no threat to any people. Any other risks, we have a few areas we're actually looking at here, first of which is the potential for a 40% potential for something to form in the next 5 days to the east of Bermuda. That would also be a fish storm. The more interesting risks that could pose some kind of threat to land over the next couple weeks, the first of which is going to be here in the central Atlantic, this red area here. 40% chance next 2 days, 80% chance within the week. And the same deal off to the west a little bit, or east a little bit here. These two areas, we're watching both of them. Some models are hinting in the first couple weeks of October they could manage to make the journey all the way to the Gulf. So we'll be keeping a close eye on this. Of course, we're still in the middle of tropical season, so we'll be covering anything that happens. I mean, I was thinking we're probably going to see another hurricane, at least one more risk to the U.S. before it's all said and done. I think we're probably going to get pretty close to the end of the alphabet here as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a while since I've done the video. So you can follow us on all of our social media platforms at HailTrace. As always, we're posting pretty frequently here. Hit see first on Facebook so you don't miss any of our content, especially if, get a surprise storm or something. Give us a call, 855-334-4245. Any comments, questions, or concerns you have. You guys are new here. You're just checking us out. You want more details. We're here to answer any questions you have. Trust me, the team is very nice and happy to help. And you can email us as well, info@hailtrace.com, or visit our website at hailtrace.com for more details. Thanks for tuning in today, guys, as I stumbled my way through the first video in quite a few weeks. So I got to get all those cobwebs off. We'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m.